drifting in the dark, trying so hard to leave a mark. You preen your feathers like they're made of gold. A different story, or so I'm told. You think we're boring, just a sea of white, plain and simple, fading in the light. How original. The black swans of the past had a certain grace, but you're just a shadow in this crowded place. You're so convinced that you're a rare mistake, the only special thing on this quiet lake. It's funny how your confidence starts to leak when you realize your unique is just weak. You really think that color makes the queen? It's just a bit much, don't you think? Funny little black swan swimming in your pride, nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. You think you're a mystery, a dark work of art, but you're just a joke with a broken heart. Look at us, look at me. We're the standard you'll never be. Still preening, still thinking you're the only one. Go back to the mud, darling. The sun is too bright for your special skin. Look at you, so rare. Red is the color of the cut. We feel the love through the ache we made. Red petals hide the hunger underneath, leading the way for the pain to follow. The sting is the only thing that proves we're alive. A physical trauma for the soul to survive. Eyes locked on the crimson, ignore the green thorns. A heavy burden since the day we were born. By the time you feel the metal skin deep, the scabs are the only secrets you keep. Deep in the romance, your vision goes blurred. Fading whispers remain unheard. If it doesn't scar, it's just an illusion. Bleeding is the only real conclusion. Wrapped in the red, blind to the thorns. In this concrete garden, the spirit is torn. Scar tissue growing, covering the frame, until you forget how you entered the game. Romance is a lure, roses are the keys to a heaven filled with love and stings. Petals fall, the color starts to fade, but I'm still tracing the debt that I paid. Scar tissue growing, a new kind of skin, tracing the map of where we begin. It's a permanent mark, a silent brand, a glowing signal in this barren land. Don't try to heal it, don't try to forget. The sting is the only thing we never regret. If it doesn't scar, it's just an illusion. Bleeding is the are the keys to a heaven filled with love and stains. It's just an illusion. A stain is the only birthday cake, curly straws, soda and ice cream. Melted sugar on the table like a fever dream. On the screen an old cartoon from a long lost age. One in green, one with gray hair on a flickering stage. Blurred lines, faded faces, hard to even see. Just a grainy mess of what used to be. This twisted vibe, this heavy, strange atmosphere is fitting with the romance that we're building here. Like finding vibrant colors in a world of decay. A one-time hit before it all starts to fray. I know this feeling only visits once in a life. Even with the same shop, even with the same knife, the air will never taste this thick or this sweet. It's a midnight quietness that will never repeat. I know this frame won't ever be the same. Even with the same shop, even with the same name, it's never gonna be the same. The same person, the same table, the same light, but we'll never recapture the smoker tonight. It's a sweetness destined to melt away. Let the fan spin, let the colors decay, before the morning comes to take it all away. Even if we come back, even if we try to find that broken tape in the heavy sky, the magic is in the cracks, the way the film breaks, the fragile little errors that the memory makes. Eat the ice cream before it turns to gray slime, before the boss closes the door and ruins the time. I know this frame won't ever be the same. Even with the same shop, even with the same name, it's never gonna be the same. The same person, the same table, the same light, but we'll never recapture the smoker tonight. It's a sweetness destined to melt away. Let the fan spin, let the colors decay, before the morning comes to take it all away. Weird and sweet, fading colors, it won't be the same. Scan the perimeter, grayscale view, processing the remains, starting anew. The frame is bent, the system is down. No golden feathers, no heavy crown, just a jagged beak and a hungry eye, watching the failure, waiting to try. They look away from the messy scene, but someone has to keep the sector clean. feeding on the waste, clearing the floor, dragging the scrap through the open door. You call it ugly, a visual flaw, but it's the basic function of the claw. Without the scraper, the grid would stall, buried under the weight of it all. I take the grime that you won't touch, a vital service that doesn't mean much. The task of Vulture, internal maintenance, cleaning the tracks with cold patience. It's not for the eyes, it's for the flow, a dark requirement you don't need to know. Ugly on the surface, essential in the code, lifting the pressure from the overloaded road. The logic is found in the stripped down bone, a specialized tool that works alone. No thank you notes for the bird of prey, the world just turns and walks away. The soil stays clear while the vulture dines, reading the data between the lines. A necessary ugliness, a hidden hand, processing the errors of the land. The task of Vulture, internal maintenance, cleaning the tracks with cold patience. It's not for the eyes, it's for the flow, a dark requirement you don't need to know. Ugly on the surface, essential in the code, lifting the pressure from the overloaded road. Cleaning complete. Cleaning complete. Meeting number 3, a simple lunch and tea. The coffee's getting cold, you're sitting next to me. Then the sky turns heavy, a sudden boom of gray. You're looking at your watch, wishing for the day. But I love the static, I love the way it pours, the scent of wet concrete knocking on the doors. You worry about the time and you worry about the shoes, but I'm lost in the rhythm, I've got nothing left to lose. 2 souls across the street, a narrow black umbrella. You're playing out the role, the perfect careful fella. Your left hand holds the handle, tilting to my side. I feel your shoulder brush me, nowhere left to hide. Your right sleeve's turning dark, soaked through to the bone. Are you okay? I ask, in a soft and worried tone. It's nothing, you reply with a smile so sweet and kind. But honestly, my dear, you're not what's on my mind. The air smells so good, I could walk forever. Not because of you, just because of the rain. I'm just walking through the rain, enjoying the sound. I like the way the heavy drops are hitting the ground. You think we're having a moment, a cinematic scene, but I'm just in love with the gray and the green. I smile at your kindness, I smile at the view, but I'm in love with the weather, I'm not in love with you. Thanks for walking me back, but I think I'll take the last block alone. Back in the grid after a long-term lag. Drop the heavy weight, let the shoulders sag. Old wood scent and the steam from the stove. An uninvited ghost in the treasure cove. She enters the room without a single knock, bypassing the firewall, picking the lock. A string of questions like a DDoS attack. I'm looking for a way, but there's no way back. Said I'm not hungry, the command was clear, but a mountain of rice suddenly appears. A forced update I didn't request. The manual override, a domestic test. They call it love, I call it a glitch. A nervous habit, a persistent itch. She can't stop the loop, she can't let it be. Suffocating care is a new gravity. They call it love, but I see a system error. Wrapped in the kindness, it's a quiet kind of terror. She won't shut down, she won't let me breathe. This heavy affection is all I perceive. Flying at home, but the ceiling is low. Nowhere to hide, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Grain by grain, it's a pile of guilt in this warm prison that the family built. Final highs under the dusty bed frame, watching the ritual, the repetitive game. She hovers by the door, monitoring the hush. Everything is slow, but I feel the rush, recording her echoes, but I never list them. Just another bug crash in the system. They call it love, but I see a system error. Wrapped in the kindness, it's a quiet kind of terror. She won't shut down, she won't let me breathe. This heavy affection is all I perceive. Flying at home, but the ceiling is low. Nowhere to hide, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. I told you I'm full. I told you I'm full. Clothes on the floor, shadows on the wall. Trying on a feeling that's way too small. Staring at the mirror, looking for a sign. Trying to make the outside and the inside align. I'm overthinking the fabric, the fit, the shade, while the record keeps spinning, a ghost on parade. Vinyl is staring, cold eyes in the grooves. He doesn't understand why a human bothers. Like a puppet in denim, tangled in a thread, while it just keeps playing the same song instead. It's just plastic and dust. Why does it look at me like that? I'm literally just putting on a shirt. If you look good, you feel good. Maybe it's a lie, but I'll keep on changing while the hours go by. The needle is watching, the rhythm is steady. Tell me when the person in the mirror is ready. Maybe it's the black one. Maybe it's the dust. If you look good, you feel good, or so they say. Just another ritual to start the day. If you look good, do you really feel good? Click, click, click. stay here for a bit. Here we go again. Another check, another trace. Look at my eyes, look at my face. What are you looking for? Last night's call, or the lies I never said. You verify, you calibrate like a science project in your head. 1,000 fragments circling in this room. Just your shadows spinning in the gloom. This quiet ruin every single night. Stop asking, I really have no time. This repeating scene, it's a mental crime. My brain is overheating, fried from the noise. I'm not a target, I'm not one of your toys. Nowhere to hide from these constant doubts. Can we just, for 1 minute, shut it out? Can we act like two adults? No more testing, no more results. Stop the questions, stop the chase. The answer's written in the empty space. Don't ask again, just don't. It's the same loop over and over. You check my phone, you check my history, searching for a truth, but you only want a mystery. Is it deleted? Am I being discreet? I'm becoming cold, walking on a frozen street. I'm just now, waiting for the light, waiting for the sun to end this night. Are you tired yet? Because I am. 1,000 questions in a hollow jam. If I say I love you, will the static finally cease? Or is silence the only way to find some peace? So, before I go, tell me one thing. Do you actually love me? Or do you just want to win? White lilies at dawn, the shop bell rings, trimming the stems, just the usual things. Sunlight on the counter, a quiet Tokyo street, walking past the crowds on my own 2 feet. Neon signs at midnight, a glass of amber gold, learning how to live within the stories I've been told. I'm getting used to it, the silence in the hall. But sometimes the film starts to play, back in that small room where time stood still. I was arranging flowers on the windowsill. You were writing code, lost in a screen. Vinyl was on the table, stretching in the light. Just the three of us, a world made of dust, before the distance turned our silver into rust. You took the photos, I held the bloom. Now there's too much air in this empty room. Tokyo is beautiful tonight, but it's too quiet. I'm used to the coffee, I'm used to the rain, I'm used to the dull familiar kind of pain. But the map on my phone keeps calling my name. Done breathing 664 km. It's all just a game, until I decide it's not. universe is waiting, or maybe just a dream of a girl and a boy and a cat on a beam. Ticket confirmed. See you at the Eiffel. See you at the Eiffel. See you at the Eiffel.